were just given lots of more news on the Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 release date, characters that'll potentially be in the game, and more news on the second trailer, which is supposed to be coming out within the next few days. Now, obviously, as you guys know, we've been waiting for Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 for almost 2 years now. I'm pretty sure May of this year is the 2-year anniversary of Chapter 2, and ever since then, everyone's question has been, when is Chapter 3 going to come out? The first teaser trailer said 2023, which was very vague, so it basically could have been any of the 12 months in 2023. And now, obviously, it's 2024, and we still don't even have the second trailer. We've gotten multiple teasers, we've gotten our first full trailer, and now our official release date guess, coming from Discord messages and Twitter, is sometime this month. Now, I'm starting to kind of lose hope on this theory. I think it might actually come out sometime in February, because we were expecting the trailer to come out on January 12th, but then when January 12th actually rolled around, they said this: Happy January 12th, here's a trailer. And it was just the trailer that we got back in December. Now, obviously, this was just making fun of the people that thought I was going to come out on January 12th, but we'll focus on that a little bit more later. Let's talk about the release date for the full game. So right now, our guess for the Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 release date is January 25th. There was this image going around on Twitter for a little bit talking about the Chapter 3 release date. It was a Steam page that said expected January 25th, but if you actually pull up Steam itself, it's completely fake. And we also got this tweet saying it might come out January 25th, 30th, or 31st. They did say it's not coming out in February or March, and they did say Matt Pat will get to make a theory on Chapter 3 before he retires, so that means before March 9th. And if Mob Games is true to their word, which I'm going to be honest, usually they aren't, Chapter 3 is going to be coming out sometime this month. And I feel like the 25th would definitely make the most sense. Between now and January 25th, that's a lot more time to drop the trailer and more teasers, and just more hints and behind the scenes about the game in general. And another reason why this could be true is because Mob Games doesn't really have a certain day they release their games. While Steel Wool likes to release FNAF games on Thursdays or Fridays, Poppy Playtime 1 was released on a Tuesday, Poppy Playtime 2 was released on a Thursday, and January 25th is a Thursday. So it really could just be any day this month. But we will officially know when the game's going to come out when the trailer drops, because we heard one of the Mob Games developers say that the release date is in the trailer. But anyway, speaking of the trailer, going back to January 12th where they faked us out, in their Discord server they said that there's actually no trailer today, but there might be one in the nearest future. I don't know, whenever I feel like it. And for weeks they've been talking about how they've been making this trailer really good. They said it's going to be their longest trailer they've ever made, and then someone asked them, have y'all been cooking? So much cooking, yes. Which basically means they've been working on this trailer a lot, and I think it could actually be up to 4 minutes long. And I know that that's the length of trailers that are like for movies, but we do know that Chapter 3 is going to be a 3+ hour game, so it would make sense for them to have a long trailer like that. Another Discord message said that it's halfway through January and we haven't even gotten the trailer yet, and that they've been hungry for some more Poppy Playtime 3 news, which I definitely can relate to. But then the developer said that I know everyone's been eager, trust me, we're eager too. So that pretty much means that they are just as excited for this game to come out as we are, which makes sense because they've been working on this for about a year and a half now, and about a week ago, they said that the trailer is almost done. And since they made that message a week ago, that could mean that it's done right now. So it definitely could be dropping within a few days. Someone asked, are you guys going to say the trailer release date? Or is it just going to come out on a random day? And they responded by saying that they don't really know if it's going to be an announcement, or if they're just going to surprise drop the trailer like how they did on the last one. And honestly, Mob Games, it would definitely be nice to know like a day before that the trailer is coming out tomorrow. But that might just be me. Maybe you guys like surprises. But I don't know. Your guys' guess is just as good as mine on when you think the trailer is going to come out. So drop a comment on when you think the trailer is going to officially release. And they have been talking about how the second trailer is going to be a lot more polished than the first one was. At one point, we could see Dog Day's hand going through the slide. And people said that Kissy Missy's head looked weird, which I don't really see. It looks kind of normal to me. The only thing about it is that it looks kind of small. But they said that Catnap is going to have fur in the next trailer and the official game. Which, now that you mention it, it does make sense how Catnap and Dog Day don't really have fur in the trailer. When the first ever teaser photo came out back in the summer, we saw Catnap's big, hairy purple hand with claws that we never really ended up seeing in the trailer. So yeah, it makes sense that they're going to add more hair when the game actually comes out. But now, moving on to some news about everyone's two favorite characters, Huggy Wuggy and Kissy Missy. Now, it's confirmed that Kissy Missy will be in Chapter 3. We saw her in the trailer with Poppy. We don't really know what her role will be in the game, most likely helping us. But it turns out that towards the end of the game, something bad is going to happen to her. Because Mob Games said that there's going to be a bunch of emotional moments in Chapter 3, and this could be one of them. Someone in the Discord server asked if something is going to happen to Kissy Missy in Chapter 3, and then they responded with like a Game of Thrones gif with someone standing at a grave, which that could mean one of two things. Either Kissy Missy is going to get really badly hurt by Catnap or one of the other smiling critters, or she's just going to straight up die, maybe sacrificing her life for herself, or Huggy Wuggy, someone in their Discord server said Huggy Wuggy is dead. It was confirmed by one of the other mods, and they responded with this GIF saying, "Are you sure?" So while they didn't say it with their mouths, that pretty much confirms that Huggy Wuggy is not dead. Because when we knocked him off with that giant crate, the last we ever heard of him was screaming. We never actually saw his dead body on the ground. Unlike Mommy Longlegs, who we literally saw got crushed. And maybe sometime in Chapter 4 or really late into Chapter 3, Huggy Wuggy could want revenge for his wife or girlfriend or sister. I don't really know what they are. But maybe he's going to come after us soon, because he thinks that we killed her. Now, this is all just a theory, but I think 100% that Huggy Wuggy will come back in a future chapter one day, because he's pretty much the main marketing for Poppy Playtime as a whole. And something else that we could end up seeing in the second trailer or the full game is the Smiling Critters' houses. Maybe they could be Easter eggs in Chapter 3 for people that looked at the leaks of Chapter 3 before it came out, and they could say, oh, those are those scrapped Smiling Critters' houses designs. Although not all of them are scrapped, they actually did use the Dog Day one in the Smiling Critters cartoon, and we did see one other house in the trailer which we never really got an explanation for. And something I do want to talk about in the trailer that I forgot to mention when I first talked about it is when on the screen it says find the flower. That was the main goal of Chapter 1, and when we actually did find the flower, it led us to Poppy. So maybe this flower is going to be just as important. Maybe there's some sort of flower inside Catnap and we have to kill him to get it. Or they could be talking about the flower on Crafty Corn's chest. Or Daisy the flower, which we haven't seen in any of the games yet. She was going to be in Chapter 2, but got replaced by Bunzo Bunny. Or they could be talking about that female character that we haven't really seen any of yet. Maybe the bird that laid this egg. Although I think the best guess is Crafty Corn, because we know that she's a very important character, because it was revealed that she was the one that drew on the vents in Poppy Playtime Chapter 1. And I feel like out of all the Smiling Critters, this one seems to be the most friendly. After all, it's a unicorn with a rainbow flower on her chest. But I feel like that since on this statue of the prototype that we see in the trailer, Crafty Corn in the game will end up dying and being put on that statue with the other Smiling Critters and dead mascots. So maybe before she dies, she's going to give us her necklace. Or we're going to have to take it off her dead body. Maybe if she takes it off, she dies. Because each one of the Smiling Critters has something like this on their chest. Dog Day has a sunshine, Hoppy Hopscotch has a lightning bolt, Picky Piggy has an apple, and so on. And we don't really know what they do for the Smiling Critters other than just sit on their neck. So I feel like that they should hold some sort of importance to the game. But I feel like that this flower necklace that she has is going to be the way that we defeat Catnap in the game. Which is why Poppy is telling us to find the flower. Or maybe Crafty Corn is already going to be dead from the start of the game and we have to go find her. But yeah, that was my quick Crafty Corn theory, I guess. And that is pretty much going to wrap up this video. I really hope you guys did enjoy. This one was a lot longer than my other ones. I just had a lot more to talk about. There was more news and leaks. And I had a bigger theory to talk about than in my other videos. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like. It'll help out the channel a lot. And I'll see you guys in Poppy Playtime Chapter 3.